I wanted to tell you this. Meow. So staying focused when it doesn't seem to be paying off quick enough. You know, I was noticing, I was at Trader Joe's the other day and they have switched. They were one of the last places around here to switch from their debit slide, you know, to using the chip, or actually I want to think that was my Amazon card, but anyway, using the chip. And when I put that chip thing in there, I was like, okay, are you done? Like, it was like 5 seconds. And I was like, we expect, hey Sherilyn, how are you? You know, we expect things to be instant, don't we? And we've all heard this, and we know we're living in that kind of society, but this is true. I mean, we could have gone our whole life gathering up and cultivating this, let's just say this huge gut. My dad likes to say, yeah, I'm proud of this thing. I've been working on it for years. And he has. But when he decides to lose weight, he wants it to come off overnight. He's telling me about bulletproof coffee or all these kind of gimmicky things. When if he could just get on board, or anybody with true healthy habits, we could get to where we want to be and maintain that for a lifetime, right? That's where the power is. Because at what point, my gosh, can we stop thinking about this? You know, at the point where it becomes second nature to you, like it is to me. So I wanted to say that. I wanted to say, here's another little trick. Switching your end goal, okay, to your present action. Do you know what that means? Like, a lot of times we want to look at the end picture, and first of all, we don't even notice the gains or the beauty in the actual journey itself, which is sad, because that's when we really gain a lot of knowledge about ourselves. When we can stop looking, yes, have an end goal in mind, and yes, have a master plan for that, but focusing your day on the broke down actions at hand, you know, the present actions. Like in the morning, you make your list for your intentions of the day, okay? That's very messy, but you make your list, and then you can check that off, and you will feel accomplished for the day because you have broken into bite-sized nuggets, chewed those, and swallowed them. You see what I mean? Anything can be done like that. I painted this whole house from 4 o'clock until 4:30 in the morning, several weeks in a row, until I painted every last inch. I did that with refinishing the ceiling out on my screen porch, anything. But the point is, making a plan, looking at that screen porch ceiling, like the whole ceiling looked like it was collapsing, okay? I had to get up there with like a back of a shovel, okay, and shovel this stuff down and take like an electric sander up, okay? These things are heavy. And then I had to try to like do this thick spackle falling down on me and all this. Meanwhile, coaching people on the phone while... But the point is, it can be done when you break it down into small nuggets. And every day, when I said, I'm the kind of person that wants to start something like that and go, 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 go until I'm falling over in the floor. But I didn't have time for that because I still need to work and do everything else. So I said from 4 until 4:30. I mean, I was out there with my eye half cocked open, just to open my eyes, you know, with the beam light up there. Or every day as I was going through the house, when my time was up, I would put the cellophane over the paint and I would leave it and go to my shower. Do you see what I mean? Same thing with your exercising. Allot yourself a certain time. In that amount of time is when you do that. This is the way to break things down and get it done. You can do that with your budget or anything else. But when it comes with you trying to make gains on your health, start breaking that down. Like, were you successful when you, for example, went to the Pizza Hut with your son and kids and you smelled all that pizza and it felt like it was a grand accomplishment that you got their puny salad and you brought your dressing, but still, like, when people smell pizza, they want to eat it. It's like a trigger food, and it smells good. So, yeah, that is a success. You know, what about all day long, like in your relationship, if you really did try to encourage someone else, if you really tried to give and be selfless to somebody, or what is it you're going to do today to break that down to get to your... Can't hear or see? Can you see me, Mariana? Okay, you're in. Hey, whoop, I'm in. Whoop, there she is. So anyway, I just wanted to tell y'all that, switching that up, and it's just a small little chat and a morning, hey, it's a brand new day, because I got somebody to talk to in a minute. But let's do a live Q&A, and I'll announce it, but maybe let's do it on, I could do it tomorrow afternoon or Friday afternoon. I was going to try to switch it to the afternoon, because somebody after this is going to say, I just missed you. This really isn't a Q&A. Unless you have something right there, then I can A to your Q. But we'll have that, and that way people can plan, and they can put down below things that they might want me to chat about, and I can do that. What else? Also, having gratitude for your day. You know, it's not just about what we're eating, but also what we're thinking. You know, like, let's just say you can't stand to clean the tub, and every time you clean it, maybe you're short and you can't reach the other side of the tub. My mother's like this. She's like, I cannot stand to clean that tub. I'm like, what's the big deal, Mom? Like, what? She's like, well, if you were 5 feet tall, I can't reach. I'm like, well, why don't you get you a little ladder or something? She's like, no. So it's not even like she wants to fix the situation. Sometimes we just want to fuss, you know. But what I was thinking one day when I was cleaning my tub a long time ago was just the gratitude that I had for the fact that I had a tub to clean. That I was just having gratitude in that moment, you know. It was the day after I had been to my Sunday school class, and a guy in there that this wife has left and all this, and he had 2 kids, and the kids were not that little. They were like 13 and 11. They were in ages where they would be real embarrassed by this. Well, they lived close by to this like truck stop. Well, they had no running water, okay, and I want to think their power got cut off and stuff, but those girls were having a shower at that truck stop shower, and anyway, he was just telling that, and he wasn't even like asking for help about it. He was just saying, like, what could he say? Did anybody have any advice for his girls to like not feel bad about that situation? And it just, I have remembered that. That has been probably when I was 20 years old, maybe 23. And I have remembered that because that next day when I was cleaning the tub, I thought, wow, look at this abundance in my life. You know, look at the abundance. Sometimes I talk to people and they're like fretting over like 6 pounds. I don't mean they're just like, of course, if you gain 6 pounds, your pants won't button. You're okay, we need to get a handle on that. I'm all about catching it at the 5 pound mark, right before it's 55 pounds. But it was ruining her life. It was ruining her life with her family. She was hateful to everybody. And I was just thinking, like, she had so much abundance in her life, and we don't see that. You know, we just don't see it. So I want to strive to do that myself. So I just want to share that. But I want to also say this. If sometimes, you know, sticking to your plan, sometimes we can get real sidetracked about things we see in media, and I just want you to know this. Sometimes people aren't. I can tell you I eat whatever I want to. It would be real hard for me to not be legit about that, because it would show, right? And it would also, I wouldn't have the vibrancy. I would not be able to pull it off every day for 2.5 years. But people love to say things, good things about people's bad habits, because it's great for views, right? It's great for, people love to hear that. When I put out, the video I put out yesterday where I was talking about the mom, and she was about my age, and why she needed to feel good, I got several rude comments about that. Why is that? Because people don't want to hear the why they need to change. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear a pump-up party every day. So I think we need to be legit with ourselves and realize people can be telling you anything. They could be starving, living off diet pills, and telling you that they eat, I don't know, 10 vegan donuts a day, you know. So looking at what's working for you, you know. So anyway, I'm going to hop off here. I don't see y'all commenting. It's coming in slow. I know you're there, but I just wanted to tell you that. And if you've got any ideas about chats you want to hear about, I want to talk about social situations, eating like this, which I'm going to come to you about, family meals, working your food into theirs, also not becoming pulled into, say you're even like, people are at different levels, and this is what we've got to remember. Like maybe you're trying to get your family off cheese, for example, and you're serving them like mac and cheese that's vegan style. Okay, but you're off the processed carbs and you're off the processed vegan cheese, okay? So that's not your food. So let's talk about what's our food, you know, and being able to remind ourselves, I can have anything I want, but I'm going to choose vibrancy. I'm going to choose foods that support how I want to feel, look, live, and thrive every dang day, you know? Media would be good, how to deal with ads and food exposure like that. Yes, I had somebody on my YouTube just the other day talking about, she's down here visiting somewhere in South Carolina. I didn't catch it, but she was like, I cannot believe how every billboard is fast food. Every billboard is like, come in and see me, and there's actually like a chicken smiling at you, and it's chicken calabash or whatever. Like, we've got a serious disconnect in this world. Or I was laughing the other day with Christopher because there's this new Coke out that's in a green can, like that's going to be healthy for you. It's empty calories, okay? And yes, we'll talk about that. How to steer clear, how to walk through this life with your blinders on, you know? Hey, Amelia. So, Amelia, I have to chat with somebody at 8 o'clock that's not one of y'all, so they won't care if I'm talking to y'all right now. See, they'll want me to be on time. So, anyway, yeah, it is gross. It's very gross. And how to deal with people, too, like, you know, last year I went up to my daughter's, what was her boyfriend's family's house for Thanksgiving, and his uncle, Carly's ex-boyfriend's uncle, used to be a friend of mine in high school. I've known him for years, and he's always like, hey Tanya, bring me that last piece of turkey, or oh, you want this, don't you? Run it in front of my face. And I had to deal with that because that is truly annoying. And what's funny is people think that they can like rub that in your face and stuff, but yet you're not doing that to them. So how to remain composed during those times, you know? So anyway, I'll hop off here, but we'll be doing a Q&A, and I'll announce it. Maybe later today I'll announce it so y'all can start putting your questions, and then you can meet me there live. So anyway, I hope y'all have your most favorite day, and I hope you choose for the moment, you know, being in the present moment, gathering successes plus successes to create your end goal. You know what I mean? This day you could do it, you know, this day, this moment, the next 15 minutes, because before you step off your line and what you think is falling, but before you do it again today or the next day or whatever we do, or before you go into work and you give some that look instead of feeling peaceful, before you drive down the road and have road rage, you are on this side of that hurdle. You know what I mean? You're on this side, and it's only a few seconds of putting that few bites in your mouth that you think, whatever, screw it today. You know, you are in control of that, and you can say, I'm choosing for the love of me this moment. See y'all later, alligators.